So, very good, thank you. Look, 1 minute on me, I don't want to bore you with me, but just who I am, what gives me the right to be here. Well, probably apart from, does anyone ever set goals or a vision to kind of look at the future of what they want to do? Well, one of my goals and visions were, I came from Sydney. I started my career running nightclubs in my early 20s, and then I woke up one day and I thought, well, unless I get out of this industry, looking at my peers, I could end up a 40-year-old alcoholic drunk working every night of the week and can't be with my family. So I got out and I went back to university and I studied business and I built a marketing career. I worked in corporate advertising and marketing in Sydney. And has anyone ever gotten bitten by the entrepreneurial bug? Which is like, okay, it's time to work for myself, right? These idiots have got no idea. I'm sick of sitting in this boardroom for hours talking about shit and nothing. Sorry, no offense to anyone. But it was my time to go and build my own life. And I'd been reading the Robert Kiyosaki books, The Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he said, go become the entrepreneur. And I didn't quite realize that journey and all that would come with it. But very quickly, I moved to Byron Bay. Actually, I went into business with some friends and they said, oh, come and help us, and I used all my skills, and we ran this business and got rid of that, and then I actually had a mortgage broking business for many years, and that thing, the GFC came, and it was probably, in hindsight, as painful as it was. Has anyone heard of the GFC? Did anyone experience the GFC? Well, it took me a while to get over that because I found out about this thing called negative gearing and drawing equity out of property to buy more property. I don't know if any of you have done that, but I did that very well until the GFC. So thank God I got that lesson halfway through my life. But anyway, that's another story. But look, has anyone ever in life gone and sat down and thought, who am I? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? What does all this mean? So I sat there, I was at my mum's house and kind of having a kind of break between all of that disaster, and I realised a couple of things, that I did not want to be in that industry anymore. It had sailed. I really love business. I love helping people. I love making money. I know some things about sales and marketing. So it just evolved from there. And I saw myself speaking, helping, coaching, consulting, and voila, there we are. So that's my journey really quickly. And I go to companies and help them. And I met Paula about 4 years ago, and we talked about helping her with the sales and marketing and all that stuff. So we've been doing this ever since. I've written some books. If you want some help, we can chat about that later. But right now, right here, we're going to get into having you guys be masterful at this expo. Okay, so let's just check quickly if we're in the right room. Who would like to make more money? Say yes, Trevor.
Yes, Trevor.
God, you guys are amazing. Okay. Attract more customers and grow sales revenue. Say yes, Trevor.
Yes, Trevor.
Okay, very good. More confidence in promoting and marketing your business. Say yes, Trevor.
Yes, Trevor.
And really make exhibiting work to grow your business success in 2018 and beyond. Say yes, Trevor.
Yes, Trevor.
God, we're in the right room. And if you wanted to say no, well, bad luck. Okay, so we all we're in the business of clients and money, and that's why we're going to the expo. True or true?
Yes.
Very good. For those of you who haven't been, there's just a couple of quick photos. But as you've probably gathered with Paula and myself, we are kind of high energy fun, but I promise you behind that, we do follow a process and we work really hard because we love what we do and we love you guys. And I might get a bit emotional because it's been full on the last couple of months, probably a bit of my neck. But we have over 150 people exhibiting at Logan next week. A lot of people said we couldn't do it. We did it last year. We had a lot of people against us. No offense to anyone watching that knows who did that, but we've done it, and it's because of you guys. So thank you so much for participating. Okay, so a couple more. Who's ready? Repeat after me. Ready? Let's do this.
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
It's time.
It's time.
Look at me.
Look at me.
In other words, you. Look at me. Do this. Do this. Go. Look at me. And now say, how cool am I? You are so cool. All right, let's continue. And see guys, this is also about having fun, right? And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about strategy. But the addendum to all of this, and it is in here, and I probably need to make it the first point, is we want to have fun. And is it a bit easier to sell and market when you're having fun?
Yeah.
It is. So try and stay sober Thursday night, okay? Unless you are having more fun with a hangover. But like, if you're fresh and on, let's have a great time, okay? All right, let's continue. Would you like to know the 7 keys to making a trade show and exhibition work?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the points and then we're going to break it down. First one is get your thinking right, set your goal, your ROI, know what you're going to say to connect and qualify, how to engage and wow and give value to your audience, your people that you're talking to, book them in on the spot or agree to when you're going to follow them up with passion and determination, and convert them to happy paying customers. How's that? My presentation's done. All right? Now, pretty good points?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty simple?
Yes.
Very good. So as I said in the beginning, it is a simple step-by-step process. Now, we're going to email you these slides, guys, so take notes if you want, but I'd rather you just be present for the next 25 minutes. But that is it. Now, if you are new to this or you want to get great at this, I would even, when you get these, fix the spelling mistakes if there are any, and print this out somewhere and put it up. Like, get it into the thinker, okay? This is the process that I'm going to follow, and I promise you, you will go from this to any trade show or exhibition, and possibly even in your business, and you will nail it every time for the rest of your lives. That's the difference. You know when you all of a sudden know what to do, and before you look at it and you go, holy crap, I didn't know what to do. I was kind of just guessing it and winging it. I know none of you guys would do this, but does anyone know anyone that kind of wings it from time to time? Yeah, it's probably me, right? Okay, so get your thinking right. What do I mean by this? Firstly, let's get the monkey out of the eat the frog, which is, has everyone heard the saying, if you've got to eat a frog, eat it fast and quick because it's not going to get any prettier. You know that phone call you've got to make? That presentation you've got to do? They're the frogs. Or the invoice you've got to collect on, right? Okay. So our thinking around the expo. What could be disempowering thinking to go into an expo?
I can't do this.
I can't do this. Come on.
Haven't got the time.
Haven't got the time for it.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
Nobody's interested.
Nobody's interested.
This seems stupid.
This seems stupid. Is any of that true?
No.
What is really going on?
Self-defeatism.
It is our brain trying to protect us from a perceived danger that does not exist. That is what it is in psychology. It is the brain saying you could get hurt by talking to a stranger and you might die. That is what it's really saying. So all of a sudden, you've got to fly to America on a holiday, or clean the garage, or get sick, or whatever. Anyway, we could talk forever on this topic. What I want you to get is some philosophy that I've learned, that you may already have some philosophy, to get your thinking right about doing things that could be a little confronting. And I figured out why I think they don't teach sales in university and school is because it's friggin' scary. Emotionally, it presses all our buttons. Confrontation, communication, all those things. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, our thinking very quickly for you today is, are you in business?
Yes.
Am I in business?
Yes.
Whether it's me or an avatar, if you were to talk to someone and you were to determine if and how you may be able to work together, would that be okay?
Yes.
Yes. Have they got the right to say no?
Yes.
Have they got the right to say maybe?
Yes.
Have they got the right to say yes?
Yes.
Exactly. So this day forward, whether it's an expo or making a phone call, and this is just my addendum, as long as you're representing honourable and ethical products and services that generally bring value to people, if you're going to attempt to prospect and market and go and do your best to enrol clients, I'm sure all of you work very hard for your customers, that you have the right to at least find out, and they have the right to say yes or no. Okay? Because guess what? Metaphorically, they should be doing the exact same thing after they hang up on you, or you hang up on them, or finish the phone call or whatever it is. Does that make sense? So going into this trade show and expo, why maybe we have a better energy in ours than most is because everyone gets that they're in there to find out if and how they could work together. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Have some fun. Would that be okay? Yeah? That's the thinking from my perspective. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Very good. say the person next to you, look to the person next to you, quickly and say, "Geez, this guy's good." Now, you know, these guys are just chatting. I don't know what she's holding in her hand there, but I kind of saw that later last time when I was putting the picture in. I think it's a scourer or something, but she looks pretty happy, doesn't she?